Okay, so I guess I've never really done something like this before, but I guess I'll show off this world that I've been playing on and off for about 5 years since uh right after 1.16 came out. So this world I've been playing for so long, as you can see up here, I've been playing this for just over 3,000 days. So the file size is quite large. It's about, I think it's 1.3 gigabytes. And I've been kind of just been playing it on and off with various friends. This right here is my house. I I've been playing this I've moved this world across I think 4 different devices. I've been playing on it. I started playing on it on a phone that I got in like around 2019, a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, I believe. And then I moved it to a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is my current phone. Then I moved it to an Anoden 2, which is an Android gaming handheld, and now I am playing it on my Steam Deck. And now that I've beaten the game, I'm thinking of I might actually give this game a bit of a break and play some other games, but one of my big plans is to port this world over to Java Edition and run it as a server on this 24/7 on this cheap little mini PC that I bought. Back when I first started playing this game, I was using the Skyrim texture pack from the marketplace, and now I am using Faithful Venom, which which wasn't made with Bedrock in mind, but I used a browser Java to Bedrock texture pack conversion tool, and it works pretty well. And it looks pretty good. It has some issues. I think items like sugarcane are a lot larger than they're supposed to be. Looks like this item's fine. Just grab one for comparison. As you can see, the sugarcane is gigantic. Apples are particularly big. Oh, and because I'm playing this on a Steam Deck, I can use the right trackpad as a mouse, which is really, really nice for quickly moving items around. Just look at this. It's a fucking shield. Uh... When I first started playing this game, come on, let's get the rockets. The spawn point was over here. Oh my god, this is so much faster than a boat. Come on. There's the infamous rock. Oh, it's over here, actually. I spawned over here, and I eventually landed on this village over here that I thought looked like a really nice place to build a base, just right on the ocean. There was a village somewhere over here that I thought might be a good place with three pretty big ravines in it, but I ran around a little more and decided on that other place. Oh yes, this village right here. I found this village years ago and considered it, but I wasn't really sure. Not sure if any of these guys are still even alive. Hmm, I think not. Oh my god, it's so good to finally have the elytra. Here's a base of one of my friends. He was only on for a day, but he made a pretty nice looking base. He comes back on, I'm gonna tell him to build something down here. It's pretty. Oh, he does have a basement area, what the hell? Oops. I guess he was working on one. Was he doing anything down here or no? Hmm. What was he doing? I think that leads down into my cave. Hmm. Nothing of note, really. Oh shit, where's the exit? Is this it? Oh my god. Oh wait, is that it? Oh yeah, I'm fucking blind. Guess that's not how the elytra works. That's alright. Very nice house. Putting those little floor lights are kind of interesting. That kind of reminds me of a house I used to live in. Here's a little wandering trader. Wait, wandering. Talking about. Creaking enclosure that I built. I used, oh my god, these bone blocks as these little, like tree stump things. And I used concrete powder as sand, and I used buttons as rocks, but I'm a little bit unhappy with the, that you can't rotate them. Over here is my big villager trading hall that I spent about a year building just on and off. I have just about every single trade I could find, and I would replace villagers as I find cheaper trades. And over here I have my emerald farm. Some of these guys are stuck, so I may have to pull my villagers out and just put them back in. Over here is my house. When I first started, it was just the outside with just this as the only 3D detail. But over time, I decided to make a neat little archway on the front with some path, or shoveled path, and some trees that I can't. Sometimes I like to change them out once in a while. Let's be these little azaleas or some tree leaves. And recently, I went to a wooded mansion, and I saw something kind of like this in there, which gave me some inspiration to put something similar around my base. I put them around the village too. I think sometime last year I wanted to get some axolotls, and I decided I would make this little enclosure for them. What's that asshole? I think this is the nicest looking thing I've built so far. Okay, also not how that works. I think this looks so cool. These guys were also really good as an early bone meal farm because sometimes when they kill fish, they drop bones, which can be then converted into bone meal. Much better than composters. One idea I had after building my house, since it's a bit small, was to expand it downward. So first, I started with a little basement for just for ores and treasures. it was kind of just this ugly little box room, but I decided to give it a little bit of detail with lamps and glass for my third floor, which is uh, a little farm area, and I added all this stuff later. By the time I made a farm, I had the idea to build a little staircase next to my house that leads directly into my basement levels. I did this first in a much older world, and I had the idea to bring it here. This leads down into my ore and furnace area, and then it goes down to my farm. This was my first little emerald farm. I brought these allays here, but I don't really know what to do with them yet, or where to put them. I've got a little melon farm over here. Oh yeah, when I started getting into waterlogging, I had the idea to use stairs to make this cool little irrigation looking system. So I have it uh, dig into the wall a little bit. There's a stair block in there. It makes it look like the water's coming out from here, and then it goes around. And then I have it split off here to go to the melon farm, and it just keeps coming around and comes over here. On this level, oh, this used to be a carrot farm, but I converted it into an extension of the axolotl riverbed. And I think this looks pretty good. Over here is a little area where I used to grind for enchantment books by fishing. And it was just an early farm. It's on that, okay. Name tag. You know what? I'll take the name tag. And we had this little area with these chests where we'd dump our trash in there if other people want them, but it's not really used. Yeah. A lot of enchanted books. Over here was someone's, is another one of my friend's bases. I gave them the idea to build something underground. Kind of a neat little base. Don't remember that ever being there. This leads out. Oops. Why? Some good stuff in here. This leads out into a villager house. Fix that. You have for sale, good sir. Pretty good stuff, but I already have that. Over here is my enchantment room, which I never really used, but I think it looks cool. I think this storage room that I made looks pretty cool. Really like what I did with the stairs. We've got a flower farm here for every single flower type. Sometimes phantoms get stuck on this. Need to expand my sheep farm. Maybe make an underground level for them. Apparently, grass can grow underneath glass blocks, which is pretty convenient. My sugar cane farm. This used to be just checkerboard pattern until I finally decided to make it much more efficient. With this pattern. Over here is another one of my cash crops, which is carrots. And using fortune on that is pretty good. It's my little sniffer pen. I like these guys. Oh. My bee farm. My cows. I made this cool little fountain because I had no idea what else to do with these blocks. I wanted to make something with them. And it fits just perfectly in this little area. Oh, one thing I'm trying to do with this world is I'm trying to build on the terrain in a way that is mostly natural I'm trying my best not to terraform it too much. I have had to take some liberties, such as cutting out this for the axolotl enclosure or aquarium. And I have it fenced off so that drowned can't get in or the axolotls can't get out. I've tried my best to fence in this area so the villagers don't get stuck in the water, but they seem to get stuck in there anyway. Do I have my... fuck is my axe? Aha, here it is. Get out of there. Nope. I've had to revive this village twice using zombie villagers. Please get out of here. Okay. Jesus, there we go. Sometimes villagers will fall off of, yeah, here. Sometimes they'll land on top of the fence post. One thing I built very, very recently was, this amethyst farm. Over here. I found a geode underneath the village. Admittedly, I've been using chunk base to find a lot of these things, just because it kind of gets to be a bit of a pain if I'm trying to do everything I possibly can without using, and not using chunk base kind of makes that impossible. I mined out the amethyst and just built up these neat little, I might scrape off some of these just to make it blend into this a little more, but I'll do that later. I made these walkways, and I tried to build a system where these droppers would drop items into these waterways, which would lead up here. Come on. But I guess it's not working too well. They're supposed to light up these lamps when they're ready. But it looks like some of them are getting stuck. I'm not really sure why. If one gets through, then all of them should. This over here is another one of my friend's bases. He made this cool satellite tower looking base. Okay, fine. Ugh. The reason there are some random stone blocks is because one time I thought it would be funny to uh place down lava and quickly pick it up to scare him, and it did not immediately pick up, and it started burning down his base, and he replaced the burned down wood with stone to commemorate it, and we think it's kind of funny. This leads down over here. This leads over into this little area. Oh, no, it's just back here. Okay. Bedrock, why are you like this? I wasn't having that weird... Oh my god, I wasn't having that weird delay problem until very recently. I really need to switch over... I really need to get this world converted to Java. This is a pretty nice looking room. The burning went all the way up here. Oops. I gave him the idea to use, to build this, lava thing to make it look like some sort of power generator, and I think it looks so cool from the outside. That leads up here, but he hasn't really done anything up here. I love these little, like, giant corner stair things that he built. This is such a good looking base. Oh my god, I need to stop being so careless. This is the base of another one of my friends. Isn't really anything too much of note here. It's very much like a classic, old school Minecraft house that I might have built. And up there is a series of signs that I probably cannot show YouTube. I wonder if an Enderman placed that there. Oops. Oh, yeah. Over here is this little island that I've decided to use for at least some farming. I made a little lava farm. Uh, I had a railway that I used to kidnap villagers to grind out enchantment book trades. And I built this pumpkin and melon farm for emerald farming, and I'm kind of proud of how it looks. It looks so cool. And I put a lot of work into the optimization. I had the idea to use these to get up. I don't really use them to get up to the second story, but I can use them, and I waterlogged one of the scaffolding blocks for this level. One of my friends started building a base, but he never really finished. Up here is my my experience farm. This took me forever to build. I built it to look like one of those classic ones that you see on YouTube, but then I saw someone on Discord post a much better design, and I followed that and built it up to 6 stories. I also took the time to collect tinted glass, or I guess craft tinted glass using amethyst I collected. I also made enough tinted glass for this bubble column elevator. Oh man. Damn it, I should have brought my telescope with me. You know, I will. Okay, so this is how I want to safely get down. No, where is my telescope? Is it here? No. Where is it? This is a little bit outdated, but this is pretty cool. Oh, I also recently built this little chimney thing, and I tried to make it look like it's coming out of the furnace room. I tried to put black stone walls here, but I couldn't get it to look good. Do I have any... Wait, was that... I thought I saw one. I need to work on my organization. We need to just craft a new telescope. It's okay. I swear I've seen it. Fine, I'll just craft one. Oh, copper. Okay. No, I don't really need amethyst in this chest, now that I've made one for amethyst. That island kind of, or those little ponds kind of look like a big old paw print. Let's see just how many torches I've placed. I've seen this, but I have no idea what this was gonna be used for, if it was used for anything at all. Very strange how sugarcane does that when you're a little bit far away. Lava loses all animation. Water's still animated. Oh, some of the stuff despawned. A lot of stuff from building it. Yeah, this time I decided to use scaffolding and I decided to place a bunch of scaffolding and place water on top of it along the edges. I'm having this weird bug where creepers have the charged creeper effect on them, but it's kind of buggy. It's just a still frame of the animation. What can I show off next? This island over here is where I used to, what I used to breed out my blue axolotl, which took a very, very long time to get. It took so long that I, built a kill switch for it. That was somewhere over here. Yeah. Where did I put... Aha, put you away. Here's my trophy room. For rare items, I collected every single ore type. This was a huge pain to get, and I got very, very lucky on this one. I found the Deep Slate coal ore block literally like 4 blocks after this one. And then I found a second ore vein of them too, so now I have 40 of those blocks. As you might have seen earlier. I can't wait for spring to be over. This pollen is really getting to me. I have a lot of unused bases all over. This guy hasn't been on in a long time. This chicken has been on top of his house for years. One of my friends a few days ago started building this apartment complex, and I thought it would be really funny to put stuff in there so the villagers go to it. Recently, I saw some villagers getting killed by drowned, so I decided to put all of these light sources around to try to stop that from happening. Just collect those as I see them. I know that 4 of them spawn at a time in the ocean, but I can't find the 4th one. No biggie. Oh, here's another underwater base. Okay, that goes this way. Must I? Anything in here? No. Where's the shovel? I need this too. Ha. Fix that. That's from a raid. Ready. That back. Now I'm kind of just playing the game. It's an okay place to leave that. Oh. I have these random little places where I used to keep villagers for trading before I finally put in the effort to build an actual trading hall. I built these little enclosures years ago. This right here is where I'm gonna eventually bring out my farmer villagers, since some of them don't want to trade again. I found that if you place a trapdoors on or just over 2 blocks high, villagers can't walk underneath them because they're too tall. Right over here is my chorus fruit farm that I just built. I'm not really sure why, but one of my friends brought a polar bear over. His enclosure is a bit shit, so I might bring him somewhere better. Come on, where is he? Where's my blue boy? Are some of my axolotls dying on something? Where'd he go? I have a blue axolotl around here somewhere. These guys get really, really stuck on random things. If I am losing axolotls, I have no idea how or where. That's the second blue axolotl I've lost. But that's okay, I have a backup. That guy pushed him all the way onto the fence post. Where did my axolotl go? That's okay, I have a backup. Adult blue axolotl. Somewhere around here is another oh, this way is the other underwater base. And this right here just leads into another villager base house. Ugh. Oops, this way. This is the house of someone I used to get along with. Not quite anymore. Pretty neat little area. Shit. Any more of these guys? No. Okay. I did my best to expand out the village. Some of these guys live in little dirt huts. I guess an Enderman got there. Alright, I think that's just about everything there is here. So now I will show you my nether. Oh, wait, hang on. I have this room, which is a complete armory room. I put in the effort to build. I built all of them on top of corresponding blocks. I put the leather armor on top of a spruce plank. This guy, the chainmail on top of smooth stone, and the netherite on top of a full netherite block. I also put the effort into putting undamaged armor for the chainmail. I have a little frog in here that I have blocked in because I want to do something with him, but I'm not quite sure what yet. Oops. Have all of the different heads in here. Oh, hang on. I have my mine down here. goes out quite a ways. I'm gonna kill myself if I'm not careful. This leads down here. For some reason, after Caves and Cliffs released, I never considered that brand new caves might generate in underneath old chunks, and they do, which is pretty cool. For a while, I thought that amethyst geodes might be really, really far away, but no, they can spawn underneath new chunks. This is a second amethyst geode that's almost directly under my base, and I might also turn this into a farm, or or I might put some redstone indicators under this. Here is my nether room. I have this little space, but I don't really know what to do with it. Looks pretty cool, though. I like what I did with the, with putting a fire behind these, fences. You know, now that I think about it, it's so strange that nether brick is the only type of stone fence, while everything else are walls. Someone had a little base under here, but he hasn't been on in a while. There's another base that I found just randomly over 1,000 blocks away inside of some random ravine. So I wonder whose that was. Here is my nether base that I've made with a couple other friends. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty nice. A bit basic, but nice. It's functional. Up here is a little grass spot that I use to farm pie blossoms because they don't open or close in the nether, so this is pretty nice. Down here. What is this for? I think this was going to be used as another highway, but I never ended up actually building it. This texture pack makes the netherrack look like the old texture, but not quite as sharp. It looks great. It makes the wheat look like the old wheat too, along with the planks. This room up here also leads to just wasting rockets. This leads down to a slime or froglight farm. Look at these guys. These guys were a huge pain in the ass to get over here. But I think it only really works if I set my simulation distance to 4 chunks. I'm currently on 8 chunks, and I don't think slimes or magma cubes spawn in a really usable distance. Got my iron golem there on top of the cactus, and he's inside glass, or partially inside, so that ghasts don't see him. Seems to work. Oh, wait. No, I thought that was a magma cube. It's just a frog. The texture pack also turns these guys back into zombie pigmen, which I really like. Just do this so that it's easier. Is it this way? No, I think it's this way. Wait, never mind. No, it's this way. Hang on. I'm going way too far. Uh... So confused. Wait, there's another fortress right here. Oh wait, no, this is another fortress. Yeah, this is the one I railed out to. Okay. Ah, here we go. Over here is the nether portal that goes over to my stronghold base. Ugh. I put a lot less effort into this one. It's really nothing special. And this is the base I made. I guess it's kind of neat, but maybe I'll expand on it as more people use the end. I tried to make a cool little secret entrance. As soon as I beat the game, I got my elytra, and then I tried to fly out to the end islands from the center island and immediately died and lost my netherite gear, and now I have to retrim it. But I need I might need to mine some more diamonds to comfortably do that. I cheated a little bit on getting the silence armor trim by doing it in peaceful mode. Just because it's a 1.2% chest rate. I'm so glad I fixed my sugarcane farm. Somewhere over here. Wait, never mind. It's over this way. Oh. This is where I'm trying to bring charged creepers to for piglin heads. And somewhere over this way is my friend's base. We made a base really, really far away because all of the immediate, mostly 4,000 by 4,000 blocks are old 1.16, 1.17, or 1.18 generation. And we want a much further area for brand new Minecraft content. Somewhere over this way. Ooh, that's scary. I think that means these are new chunks. God damn it, where is it? Pretty sure this specific biome is the correct one. You know what? I'll fly my way back. And then I'll try to roughly follow the minecart rail. Can tell someone's been here before, though. Aha. Here we go. I'm on the right track now. I was in the general area. Oh. Oh. I think? Yes. How is that damage? Okay. Oh. Come on. Here we are. And here's my friend's base. He has a bunch of little foxes running around. I think my friend used some YouTube tutorial on building a house. He said he wants to build something a little more original. But it's kind of nice. One of these blocks was exposing an upper floor, so it took the liberty of fixing it by placing a slab there and putting it on the other side to make it look more natural. Just before recording, I took a couple of his armor trims to complete my collection. I duplicated them. He's been leveling some hills over here to make room for development. Why are these guys angry? You can't get to the sheep. This might not be a great place for sheep if wolves can spawn inside the pen. I'm gonna make my way back to my base. Okay. Oops. Oh, no, it's this way. Should be coming up along on my Froglight farm here soon. Wait a minute. Yep. Here we go. Ugh. Oh, yeah. This room over here is where I used to breed some of my frogs for the Froglight farm. And then I brought other frogs over from other biomes there just to bring them over in groups. But yeah, that's pretty much my world. Bit of a tour. Some playing, getting lost in the nether. Yeah. Uh, I can't think of anything else to show off right now. But I have big plans for this world. I'm gonna turn it, one of these days when I build a PC, I'm going to turn this into a dedicated server for personal friends to hop on whenever they feel like it. Uh, cannot find that little axolotl. Oh, I wanted to turn that into a little frog enclosure, but I realized that frogs can jump out and swim over here and then swim out. Maybe I will connect that to some stuff down there and just put in some glass, put in a glass pane wall or something. But I think that'll be it for now. I will go eat some food, maybe have a little drink, and then go to bed. It is getting late. So, yeah. See ya.